MD is the biggest and baddest hardcore bodybuilding mag and website in the world. MD is #1, no bull.
What's up, MD? It's Ron Harris here, and we just wrapped up prejudging for the very first edition at the Arnold Classic of the 212 Pro Men. Pretty exciting, as we all knew it was going to be. And I'm here with two of the best critics in the game, a couple of well-known coaches. And I'm going to start to my left here with Fak. Fak, what were your overall impressions of this show? Who stood out? Who was a surprise to you? Who didn't look as good as you thought they might, and so on?
I think the whole thing with the show is that it was the first 212 after the Olympia, so the guys weren't prepared like the bigger guys are to go from Olympia to this show. Even like Flex looked good. I mean, I have Flex as a winner. I think Flex looked better at the Olympia. David, I have in second place. David looked better at the Olympia. Third place, I have Aaron Clark right now. It's between Aaron Clark and Heedy. But I think the main thing was, the transition between the Olympia 212 to the Arnold 212. They just weren't prepared for it.
Yeah. And George, what do you think? Do you think Flex might have looked a little better at the Olympia also? You feel like he left the door open this time? Somebody could have taken him.
That's exactly what I said. I mean, that's not the Flex we saw at the Olympia. Flex was just peeled there, everything. Yeah, he looked bigger, but he's still, not like the Flex that we know. When he turned around, just everything popped. He have a little bit on his lower back. I think he left the door open, and luckily, like Fak said, nobody came in shape. So everybody was just like not his best. Like, that's not the best Heedy we saw. If best Heedy right here, he could have won. You know what I'm saying? The surprise of the show was Aaron. I loved Aaron. I thought he was solid, second, third. Yeah. Because really he could have been either way, because I thought he was a little better than even Dave from the front. Size-wise, back's amazing. But, Dave have the nut because he have that more complete physique and everything. I think Aaron, he have a great future. He's going to mature a little more. He's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Now, do you think if Henry had been at 100%, his best ever, do you think it would have been enough to beat Flex today?
Well, are we comparing it David's 100% to Flex 100%?
No, I'm saying if Flex looked just like he looked today and Henry showed up the best we've ever seen him, do you think it would have been enough to beat Flex?
I love both competitors. I just think Flex is a little bigger overall in size. David has smaller joints, bigger muscle bellies. Flex is he's really never out of shape. I mean, we're looking at this as him being out of shape. The best David ever compared to this Flex, it would have been closer. I'm not too sure who would have won, but it would have been closer.
Now, this was Hide Yamagishi's first time competing in the 212s. He didn't have to drop much to get down to this weight,
yes,
George, but do you feel that in doing so, he seemed like he gave up some fullness that he might have needed today?
I think he, like I told you, when he first came out, I thought his upper was a little smaller. He lost his arm, and his legs are a little shallow, not like they used to be all full blown. If this, like I said, if Heedy, the way we seen him, like when he won a show, if he would have showed up here, I'm telling you, Flex would have been in trouble.
All right, we'll start talking about just a couple of the other guys. Jose Raymond was, someone a lot of us were hoping was going to push Flex Lewis today. Why do you think he did not get that first call out?
I just think when you come in with a different appearance than what the judges are used to seeing, he was conditioned, but we're used to seeing Jose getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. He lacked the size that he lacked in the past. I don't think the conditioning was there, but since he doesn't have the popping effect, and again, we're used to seeing these guys look a certain way, and when they come in looking smaller or a little bit less detailed, we all penalize them. So imagine what the judges think. I just think it was a matter of size.
Well, what do you think? Why do you think he didn't get that call out?
Like Fak said, I'm honestly, I liked Jose when I saw him 2 weeks ago. He was a monstrous, and I think that's what we all wanted to see, the Jose when he walked, that wow factor, Yeah. And I think he was just a tad flat. He's in amazing shape, but he was a tad flat. That kind of the judges didn't acknowledge him as much,
Now, one thing I think should be addressed, because the people watching this are going to think everyone looked a little bit off when they see the pictures. We're here at the Expo Center. The lighting here is not it's not doing anybody any favors. It sort of washes people out. In fact, do you see, especially when you're working with clients, is it kind of frustrating for you when you can't see the detail in them that you know is there?
Well, I think, George will tell you, we have to see these guys in the hotel rooms, in their bathrooms, in their bedrooms. So when we see them in the rooms, they look even worse than they do on stage. So we kind of get used to seeing, like little details, like little specks on the glutes, on the hamstring tie-in. So, I mean, when we see them on stage, it looks a lot different to us. But we're used to seeing them in these weird lightings in the hallways. This lighting obviously wasn't the best lighting. Tonight, there's good lighting at the stage, as we all know. So yeah, we're expecting to see a better overall presentation tonight.
George, do you think the lighting it's not helping anyone? Does it hurt everyone equally?
It's not, but like you said, it's gonna be like to everyone equally. In fact, tells you like even when me in fact, I worked with him, and he used to tell me, man, this is the best light. I said, listen, if you look good in the worst light, you're gonna look awesome on the stage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's right. We're looking at him in the worst places. So right here, they still look decent, but that light did wash most of the people out. I mean, I had that guy Lucas, the guy I brought here. Yeah. He's a little tall, but he was so conditioned. You know what I'm saying? But you really can see him in the light from the back. We have to look him and like, wow, look. But like, that light definitely did the big role.
Okay, so to sum things up. Based on what you guys saw, what do you see happening? What's your personal top 5?
In order?
Yeah, in order.
All right, in order, obviously Flex, David, they were called 1 and 2, so I have Flex first, David second. Heidi was called out with Aaron. I worked with Aaron, but I'm going to put Aaron third, Heidi fourth, and Jose got to be fifth.
Okay. Your top 5, George Farah.
Same thing, same order. So I don't want to, that's my cousin. I can't go against him.
All right. So for Muscular Development, got Fakhri Mubarak, George Farah, Ron Harris. See you guys tonight at the finals.
MD is the biggest and baddest hardcore bodybuilding mag and website in the world. MD is #1. No bull.